So one minute they're saying that never happened, you're crazy. And then the next minute they're saying, I love you, come home, we can fix this. Where they're never going to take accountability for the harm that they've caused you and never really admit the real reason why you left, or never take accountability for the real reason why you left. And that's okay, because at the end of the day, you have to choose yourself and leave the old behind to walk into your freedom. You have to walk into your starting over freedom. That's what I like to call it. But anyway, the purpose of this video is to walk through how to deal with the aspects of gaslighting and hoovering after you have left the toxic relationship, whether that be with a spouse or a parental family member, whatever it is in your situation where you have escaped from. You can move on and not be pulled back in based off of the gaslighting that people like to do, or like to make you feel like what you experienced never happened, which is another form of abuse and manipulation. But we don't have to dwell there. We don't have to live there. We can move forward. And I keep saying, you're not crazy. What happened actually did happen. It actually occurred. No matter who tries to send you text messages stating that, no matter who tries to send you text messages that pretty much say everything, that no matter how much people try to gaslight you via text message, because you're not going to answer the phone for them, because that's really when they're going to twist your words around. So no matter how people try to skirt around their behavior, or they try to skirt around their involvement in your abuse, we're not going to fall for it, because it's all meant to confuse you and to make your reality not seem like it's real. It's the gaslighting is meant to alter your reality so that you can second guess yourself, so that you can stay in the abuse and that you could stay in their servitude and under their control. And I'm speaking from lived experience, of course, because trying to leave a toxic relationship is already hard in and of itself. And then once you leave, that's when the gaslighting is put into overdrive, so that they can then get you to come back into their toxic environment, because so that they can regain control over you, which is really insane. Because honestly, you see once God reveals to you what the situation is like, and you were able to escape, these people really are a little bit, I don't want to use the word slow, because that's very offensive to people that actually are autistic and struggle with developmental delays. But they really are a little bit delayed in their mental capacity to think, why would I go back to something that was harming me when God gave me a way out? Why would I want to go back to that captivity, with basically going back to captivity, such as almost like a plantation? I don't understand why you would think that I would want to go back to that, but I guess some people do. God bless them, but we're speaking from a mindset of, I will never go back. I would never go back to that. But point number one, when they start the gaslighting, when they start trying to get you to come back, you got to understand what the double manipulation is and where it's coming from. Your reality isn't real, is what they're trying to gaslight you with. Your reality is not real. That's not true. And they'll say, come back, I've changed. So I never think that they've changed if they have never taken accountability for any of the harm or damage that they've done to you or made you feel. Even if you try to bring it up, if you try to bring up something to them and they try to skirt around it, if you bring something up to them and they try to skirt around it or try to pretend like it never happened, that's a clear sign, or that's a clear indication that they have not changed. If they talk to you in a matter of just getting straight to the point of, if a lot of the messaging comes over and it's just like, I love you, you'll never find someone else like me, you will not be able to move on without me. I've always loved you. And they never really talk about why you left, the reasons, or they don't want to acknowledge the real reasons why you left or why you don't feel safe around them. They haven't changed. So it's all a gaslight. It's all to make you feel like what you went through never really happened, and shame on them for not taking an accountability for their actions. And that's why you stay away. That's why you continue to move forward with your life and never look back, never even think about going back. And it's so sad because it's like once you leave, it could be very hurtful because you are lonely. You are in your season of isolation. But at the same time, as God heals you, it's almost like I don't miss the person at all. I do not miss that person, not one bit. And that says a lot. The fact that you don't miss them, you are happier without being around them, because that's how bad it was when you were there. So don't let them break your confidence on why you left. You left for a reason. You left because God told you to leave, and God made a way for your escape. He put the confidence in you. He put the self-love in you to want better for yourself. And therefore, there's no gaslight in hell. And there's no type of Hoovering tactic in hell. There's no type of confusion that the enemy will sow that will make you even ever want to come back. And point number 2 with the gaslight hoovering is to point out that even though you've started over and you're trying to move forward, and the confusion, the toxic family member or spouse tries to continue to sow confusion, understand that you will never probably get the closure that you want. You'll never get the satisfaction of people saying, "Oh, I understand why you left now. I'm so sorry that we made you feel that way. I apologize for all of the hurt, harm that I've caused, all of the jealousy, envy that I've spewed your way. I'm so sorry. I've changed." That's never going to happen. That's just never going to happen. And so we're sorry that we initially put ourselves in those environments in the first place. But God gave us a way out, so we're putting ourselves in those environments. But at the same time, we also have to be okay with not getting any type of closure from the people that have harmed us. Because honestly, they're still stuck in their wilderness. And I think that's the reason why we can't get the closure that we so want. We very much so feel like we need. They're still stuck in their, I want to say maybe their spiritual blindness. They're still stuck there. And therefore, they're not going to see things how you see it. So therefore, you have to move forward in a way that you're not going to get the closure. You're not going to ever get them to take accountability for what they did. You may never get an apology. God could do anything but fail. If we continue to pray for them, you never know. You might get it, but do I want it? Do I want the fact that you were there, you lived it, and that should be enough. God brought you out of it, and that's all the closure that you honestly really need. Because at the end of the day, when we try to seek that closure, it's almost we are giving that power over to them. The fact that we even want that from them, because honestly, we should just be thankful and giving God the glory, giving him all the glory, honor, and the praise for getting us out of the situation that he never even wanted us in the first place. I'm talking about my specific situation. That may not be you. But for me, if this message is for you, it's for you. If it's not, but for me, he never wanted me in that environment in the first place. But I found myself there. He provided a way for me to get out of that. And therefore, that's where my closure is. My closure is with God. He closed that chapter out of my life. And that's all the validation I need. And then point number 3 is that we want to create emotional and physical boundaries to protect ourselves from the gaslighting and the hoovering. So basically, when it comes through via text message, when it comes through via email, we just don't respond. We give silence if it doesn't have anything to do with you moving forward. If it doesn't have anything to do with your elevation and your forward progression, why are you responding? There's no need to respond. A lot of it is to try to bait you into a back and forth, to bring you down to their frequency. If you want to speak about quantum physics, is to bring your energy down to that frequency, and there's no need to. Unless in my situation, if it don't have nothing to do with the kids, why are you responding? This is what I tell myself when I see the gaslighting and the confusion starting to spew. Why would I respond if it doesn't have anything to do with my children? Just make it make sense at the end of the day. Why? I don't even know why you're messaging me. And honestly, the messaging will stop. Once they see that you're never going to respond to anything that doesn't have anything to do with the kids, or anything that is of an important, maybe financial matter or something like that, maybe taxes or something like that, there's no need to respond. There's no need to experience a back and forth. Even in person, even if you have to talk about it in person, you could just stare at them and be like, I don't have any words for that. God got me on mute. Beyonce says I'm on mute. Are we talking about where are the kids? Are they coming outside? Oh, that's what you do. That's an internal boundary. You don't even have to tell them that that's your boundary, but they'll start understanding it over time. Definitely block if there's other family members in the circle cult that's gaslighting you as well. Don't feel afraid to block them. They can get blocked too. These people are trying to keep the abuse going. They're trying to keep the abuse going by trying to alter your reality. And so please feel free to block them as well. God is not going to be mad at you for protecting your peace. He actually wants you to, if they're trying to be involved with the abuse. And then you want to rebuild your trust within yourself. Trust that you made the right decision to leave. Trust that God gave you the provision. He gave you all the resources you need. You don't need people that were sent to harm and hurt you. You don't need them. You put all your trust and reliance in the Father, Jesus Christ, honestly, to be honest with you. And you keep it moving and spend time with God daily. Build up that relationship so that He lives on the inside of you. And therefore, you're able to trust every move you make going forward because you're in alignment with God. You could trust that any type of gaslight that comes your way, any type of things that are sent to you to try to pull you back in, that is not of God. That is not something that God wants you to go back to, or else He wouldn't have pulled you out of it in the first place. Why would He want you to go back to something that was draining all of your energy to the point where you had to go vegan just to be in a higher frequency, pretty much do a Daniel fast? You pretty much had to do a Daniel fast to even survive the whole situation before you left. So why would He want you to go back to that? So trust in God, and in turn, you start trusting in yourself that you made the right decision to leave. Don't let these people gaslight you into thinking that you shouldn't have left, because they honestly mad because they still in that same toxic environment and they see that you escaped and they wondering how you did it. And they actually want you to come back and explain to them how you did it, when they could just go to God themselves and repent. And then point number 5, let them miss the version of you that they lost. Let them live in that loss, because at the end of the day, the pit they tried to dig for you is the pit that they're now in, unfortunately. And you just got to let it sit there and pray for them. God bless their souls. God, I pray that they will find some type of reprieve at some point by turning their lives over to you. That's it. But God, I know they trying to come after me. I know they wish that I would probably die. But God, still bless them, Lord. I forgive them. They don't even know what they're doing. They don't know that if they keep coming for me, it's only going to make the hole deeper, that they're going to have to climb out even, that the climb is going to be even deeper. The hole that they're digging, the hole that they tried to dig for me and for me to fall into is, and then the more they come for me, the more they keep sending these gaslighting text messages, the more they keep trying to make me come back, the hole is getting deeper for them to climb out of. And it's really sad, but it is what it is. But going back to all the points that I made, is you have to understand the double manipulation is the gaslight and then the hoover. And God is not a God of confusion. You know what I'm saying? They'll send a gaslighting text like, that never happened, you tripping, what's wrong with you, are you crazy? No, I'm not crazy. I left for a reason, and the reason was because you're toxic. And then they'll try to say they've changed, don't believe it, it's a lie. Accept that the closure may never come, they'll never take accountability, don't expect them. I'm not gonna say never, I don't like to say that word, but don't expect them to take accountability. Move forward and know that God has you and He's there for you. He will never leave you nor forsake you. And we just have to rest in that. God has called us into rest, and we have to be thankful and grateful for that. So the closure may never come. That's point number 2. Continue with your physical and emotional boundaries. Cut them off, block them, so that the gaslight and manipulation can stop. Because at least they won't be able to get through the technological frequencies that they like to infiltrate. And rebuild trust within yourself. Know that you made the right decision. God wouldn't have taken you out of that situation if He didn't think that you weren't thriving there. If He didn't think that you would be able to thrive on your own. And we have to be confident in that. Number 4, let them miss the version of you that they lost. The hole that they dug for you is the hole that they now sit in. And we have to be okay with that. We pray for them, but we have to realize that that's where they are now, and let them miss you, and it's okay. All right, guys, if this video resonated with you in any way, put it down in the comment. Share your story, share any type of relevance that this has in your life. And I pray that, I know it may have been a little bit all over the place because I'm still trying to get used to recording myself, but if anything resonated with you, put it down in the comment and share, subscribe. Also hit the hype button too, to try to get my videos more visible. So, all right, guys, thank you. Love you so much, and blessing to your journey of starting over. And I pray that you do not fall into the traps of gaslighting and hoovering after you've started over. All right, bye.